what is DHT and how can you reverse DHT related hair loss? Now, not enough people even understand what DHT is, and it's the #1 cause of hair loss and hair shedding in both men and women worldwide. DHT is a hormone. It's actually a form of testosterone, which is why men get more hair thinning and hair loss than women, because they have more DHT than we do. But it still causes hair loss in women as well. The most common cause of hair loss in women is DHT, and it usually will affect your middle parting and your temples first, because these are the areas on your scalp that are more receptive to DHT, that hair loss hormone. It doesn't really affect the back of the scalp nearly as much, which is why you won't notice hair thinning back here. You'll notice it here and here if your hair loss is caused by DHT. Now, some people have high levels of DHT and other people are just too sensitive to DHT. So you may not necessarily even have very high levels of testosterone or dihydrotestosterone, which is DHT. You may just have a genetic sensitivity to it, meaning that your follicles are super sensitive to it. And what DHT does to your follicles when you either have too much or are just too sensitive is it shrinks them over time. So you'll notice that your hair is gradually thinning, and you'll notice that you're just sort of seeing more of your scalp in these areas and up here. So it's really important to be blocking this hormone if you're experiencing hair loss, because if you don't block that hormone, even if you're using things to grow your hair back, like scalp serums, minoxidil, microneedling, whatever you're doing, if you're not also blocking DHT, once that hair grows, it will just fall out again because of that hormone. So what we need to do is block DHT. Now, if your hair loss is very severe, you really need prescription DHT blockers. Now, your options are finasteride for men is quite effective. Dutasteride is more effective for women than finasteride, and spironolactone is also often prescribed to women. Again, not as effective as dutasteride, but dutasteride is not safe to take orally for women, so you need to get it in a topical spray. Now, a dermatologist can do this for you, but if you don't want to go via the prescription route, you can also use natural alternatives like pumpkin seed oil, saw palmetto, pygeum. These are natural supplements that also help block that hormone DHT. Now, they can't block it 100% like some of those prescription topicals can, but they can still reduce it by quite a lot to really help stop that shedding and at least reduce it. So that is how DHT causes hair loss, and you need to make sure you're blocking it as well as stimulating new hair growth to actually grow your hair back, and the way to do that is minoxidil. Let me know if you have any questions and follow for more hair growth tips.